So, hello there. I know it's been a while since you've seen my face, but I am back. We are back, and we are here at the first ever 8-bit Comic Con or 8-bit Con at the Lexus Velodrome. Velodrome, yeah, Velodrome. That's how you say it. I am the Q from Comics Man Sci-Fi. I am live streaming now. Um, I'm actually just wanted to get some stuff off my chest before everybody else gets here and comes and tries to ruin my party. So first off, let's talk about DC. What else would I want to talk about but DC? I just want to say I'm still a little upset with James Gunn. You you're recasting everybody. You know, I know I said this before in an edition of Q's Tip a long time ago. But I just have to get this off my chest. I think Shazam was a very good movie. I think it was actually poorly marketed. I don't think they marketed enough as a family type of movie, and I think that's why I suffered at the box office. But if I'm James Gunn, I actually keep that cast. I think they can actually do a lot moving forward with that cast. Let's talk about Black Adam, because I've been waiting to get this off my chest. Let me get comfortable. You all were so happy that The Rock was gonna play Black Adam. Very excited. Q, you're tripping. He's gonna do a fantastic job. And not only did he do an okay job, it's the fucking reason the whole DC universe just got rebooted. The whole reason. Okay, not the whole reason. I would not be doing my job correctly if I didn't say that the DC universe had its flaws. Not because of Warner Brothers, because of AT&T. But I digress. But his unwillingness to look at the larger picture and be big-headed and pig-headed about Black Adam's role as a hero or an anti-hero, as you want to call it, as he is now, is what led to Black Adam not doing well. Um, the whole, well, we got to get Henry Cavill back, which I was for, but the way he went about it was wrong. It was just terrible. So blame The Rock for that. Moving on, the Blue Beetle trailer looks fantastic. I'm so glad they decided to put that on the big screen and not go to HBO Max. But I will say this: if Blue Beetle looks like that, I kind of really now want to see what Batgirl looks like. Not saying that Batgirl would have had the same production value and the same effect on me as this Blue Beetle trailer did. But I'm really interested to see if it was really just that bad. The Flash trailers look amazing. Um, I'm very excited to see what they do with this movie moving forward. As we've kind of suspected, it looks like they're going with the Flashpoint storyline, which means that this is going to be a total reboot. They're going to definitely get away from the Snyderverse, which I think Jason Momoa is not going to be Lobo. Prediction. Spoiler alert. My sources indicate that Jason Momoa is probably going to be Lobo now instead of Aquaman. Um, they're still looking to cast a Batman and a Superman, if I'm not mistaken. As of right now, nothing has come out that of who they want to do. But I will say this: all in all, I'm kind of looking forward to James Gunn's universe of gods and monsters. I honestly think that the universe that Zack Snyder was creating would be perfect with his tone. The tone that he was creating would be perfect with this direction that James Gunn is going. So I hope they don't get too lighthearted like Marvel, because as we all know, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. They have good movies. Don't get me wrong, but I just think y'all take their movies so fucking far out of the way. Like they just these fucking guys' greatest things to cinema, and they're not. Am I saying DC's guys gifts to cinema? No, but I'm saying Marvel isn't either. Iron Man 3 sucked ass. Um, what else sucked? I said, oh, the new Flash trailer. Oh, the new Flash trailer. Let me get on this real quick. So, I don't care what happened in this movie. Michael Keaton is back. Michael Keaton is back. And not only is Michael Keaton back, you have the greatest Batman of all time and the second greatest Batman of all time. The greatest Batman being Ben Affleck. Yes, it is true. I'm sorry. You can hate all you want. But, but, the way they're actually going to shoot this movie, Michael Keaton could reclaim the throne because they might have him in the same action sequences and the same situations as Ben Affleck. That's the only reason that Ben Affleck was the best Batman was because it looked like they took what Batman would do out the animated series and off the cartoon and actually put it to cinema, live cinema, which was fantastic. Um, I'm very interested to see Supergirl. I'm interested to see what other cameos they have in this movie. Um, I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. Speaking of cameos, let's talk about the Shazam cameo. I was very disappointed that that wasn't the Justice Society of America coming to. Oh, spoiler alert! The Justice Society of America. I would say put this thing up there and edit it, but we're not editing because we're live. Um, I feel like I'm wrestling. I'm trying to cut a promo in the '90s live. But anyway, no Booker T moments, I promise. So, um, I'm disappointed that that wasn't the Justice Society, but then again, that goes back to my situation with The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson trying to dictate and control every fucking thing. These universes, you have to let everyone do their own thing, right? But with that being said, let's move a little bit closer to some current things. Let's talk about Picard. Now, as you know, as Jean-Luc Picard is the greatest captain of all time. Yes, he's better than Kirk. He's better than Cisco. He's better than Janeway. Actually, that's a conversation for a whole other time. I do feel that Jonathan Archer is the greatest captain of all time, but I'll leave you upset at that statement, and then I'll come back to that, and you can ask me why later. So the reason I think Picard Season 3 was a 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is because the only thing that, well, it's funny because the reason I think it's a 9 out of 10 is the reason that it's not a 10 out of 10. I think they kind of lean too heavily on the nostalgia factor, which at some points in the storyline to me hurt them. But the reason it's a 10 out of 10 is because I feel like a 9 out of 10 is because I feel like they blended the new generation and the older generation well together to complete the story arc. Like, it's just one big arc. And I've heard a lot of people say that this season was better than some of the movies. I would agree with that. It depends on which movie you're talking about, though. I think this is Generations. If I had to compare this to one of the Star Trek movies, it would be Generations. Because you had Kirk passing the baton to Picard. And now you just had Picard, spoiler alert, pass the baton to his son in 7 of 9. As they've taken over the newly christened USS Enterprise G, which was formerly the Titan. Also, with that being said, I feel that, Mr. Bradcast, please grab a microphone and pull up a seat. I would say pull up a seat, but I would say pull up a seat, but we're on a couch here.
I'm gonna test how good. Oh, for the love of Mike. Oh, well, it's not that bad once you get down.
Oh no, it's fine once you get down here. It's just getting down here that's the problem. Me and my old man knees.
So I found that there's this guy. If you saw when you came in, there's some guy with what looks like medicine, and maybe it is.
Oh, it looks like 1800s medicine, the fake medicine.
That's right. Yeah.
It'll cure all ailments. Yeah.
Snake
oil.
This is, I guess, a 24-hour steep of cold brew coffee.
Oh wow.
Something else I also do, but I'm still working on the best process for it. This is the size bottle that there is Bradcast brand vanilla in all booze flavors, which you will sample very soon.
Booze flavors. You had me at booze.
Yeah, well, because nobody puts vanilla in. It is in fact on, and you're picking me up on him, right?
We're alive, people. We're alive. Did Bradcast get anything about the booze on? So, well, here, I'll until the booze. So, go ahead.
So, all right. So he's opening up a new place downtown. This Craig's Coffee. So this is a $2 shot of coffee, and I haven't had any coffee today. So I thought I would give it a try. Um, when I dole something out in a bottle like this, it's in a brown bottle, so that whatever is inside is protected from ultraviolet light. That's the Sci part of the Phi in the show.
Yes.
But yeah, so a little while ago, I got fed up with paying ridiculous amounts of money for commercial-made vanilla. And so I found a source.
Because it's like $40 now.
It is very expensive. Well, the real stuff, and then I found, ooh, cheap vanilla, buy it.
No, there's no such thing.
Do you know it's water, sugar, and... Okay, so I bought the vanilla beans.
And that's the cosplay cooking part of comics, beer, and sci-fi.
Huzzah and hooray! There you go. Now you're talking, baby. So I'm going to give you a 2-ounce sample of brandy vanilla and Jim Beam bourbon vanilla
I might just drink the vanilla.
and Jack Daniel's bourbon vanilla made with bourbon vanilla beans. And I also have, of course, Tito's vanilla. And I have generic big box store vodka vanilla. And, you know, I do a lot of baking for Mrs. Bradcast. And everybody notices the vanilla. I haven't used store-bought vanilla in 3 years. And I mean, I go through this stuff. She gets custom double chocolate gluten-free muffins twice a week, so they never really get stale.
So I guess that leads me to say, I might have to step my game up. I think Brad's coming for my cosplay cooking job.
No. Maybe cosplay bacon job.
Oh, that would be an excellent idea.
Yeah. I think just to, special guest star, etc. So what I was going to tell you was I wanted to talk to you about a couple of different recipes. And since I've been ingratiating myself at the Oakland County Farmers Market, I wanted to see how much a table would cost. And I wanted to talk to you about Mind Your B's and Q's food product line and sell it at Oakland County Farmers Market.
Coming to an Oakland County Farmers Market near you. Mind your B's and Q's. Pastries, he's going to do that part. And I'm going to do just meal planning. I can do some cooking and some salads and stuff like that. So, all right, we'll be in the works. I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty. You got to forgive me. I've been doing my rap artist thing for the last couple of months. I'm terrible at rap. I just figured I would say it because of my complexion.
So Denver, do you remember that tall guy with a pylon on his head and the giant sword? There's a female version of it by the DJ. His tall drink of water lady friend is wearing a pink and lace version of the exact same costume, and he built it. So it's, you know what, it's a video game, and the character does not speak. That's why, same as the guy, right? So I asked them if they would do a cosplay interview for us, so maybe if we take a break, we can go over there with the camera. Also,
we'll also discuss our strategy live, so you can see the behind-the-scenes footage. This is what we do. We're just going to keep the arguing to a minimum this time.
Also, there's this, I want to say, he's got to be older than me, but he is definitely taller than me and has a lot more hair than me, if you can imagine that. There's a guy there who wrote and built and is marketing.
No spoilers.
No.
We know.
Oh, yeah, well.
We know. Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah, no. We're going to.
Oh, all right. Well,
No spoilers.
All right. Well,
We want to save something for the imagination. Okay. Yes, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with you, and we'll tell you what's going on in your neck of the woods. This is the Q from Comics Being Sci-Fi, and we are back live at the 8-Bit Con, and I'm here with the owner, the operator, the guy that does it all. I'm here with Noah, and me and Noah have been knowing each other for, oh my God, it's been a very long time now.
It's been a little bit. Also, I just want to say, hey, my brother is equal partners in this. He did a lot. So
okay.
He's busy over there.
All right, so there you go. We'll get your brother over here too. So thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming, man. It's
No
good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Okay, so tell us about the con.
You know me. I have a history in event hosting. I run professional disc golf tournaments. For those of you out there who don't know, yes, professional disc golf is a real thing. And me and my brother, we've been lifelong video game, comic book collectors. We started eventing at shows just a few years ago, and I said to my brother, I was like, no. I'm like, I run my own events. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's get our feet wet, but we're going to do our own thing. I already have access to this amazing facility. And yeah, I think it's going pretty good for our first one.
No, I 100% agree. I think it's a great turnout. I think you have a great turnout. I think you have a lot of great vendors. I think your setup is beautiful.
Thank you.
I think you guys are on the roll, and in a few years, you guys could be possibly going to be one of the biggest.
We have the facilities. I have the drive, I believe, and like I said, I believe I'm a quality event coordinator. And, this is a little new to me, but I've been doing it for several years now, and other areas. We have ambition. We're planning on 2 more this year and see where it goes from that after,
Okay. Well, you can count us in for 2 more this year.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about what gave you the idea.
So like I said,
I know you do your disc golf.
Right. So I host disc golf events, and we started vending at cons, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I host events.
Basically, you can do it better.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hate on. Hey, and shout out to my man Rudy, Dawn of the Collectors. I'm not saying,
Okay.
Rudy's awesome. He's great. Go check him out. He's got monthly shows in Plymouth and in St. Clair Shores.
Okay.
But I just like to do my own thing. You know what I mean? And I had the access to this facility, and I just had to do it. They have these. I don't know. I'm sure you guys did a walk around already. But they have about 30 little living room setups here with all their own TV. I've got the games. I said, hey, let's set up. Originally, this was just supposed to be a gaming contest. And then I was like, hey, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're going to do it big.
Exactly. Right. So you're downtown, you're Midtown Detroit.
This is technically Midtown. We're right on the corner of Mack and I-75.
Yep, Midtown Detroit. You got a couple of more coming up this year, like you said.
Yeah, so, we haven't scheduled dates yet, but there will be. So me and my brother, we call ourselves the Uncanny Collectors.
Yep.
So there will be Michigan Comic-Con, MI Comic-Con, which I can't believe isn't already a thing.
Wow.
It's not even a thing yet. Yeah, so we're getting on it before somebody else does.
Yeah,
and then hopefully our grand finale, our big one, will be Uncanny Con.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Sweet. So what's your vision for the Michigan Comic Con? Let's get into that.
Well, hopefully we're, 'cause this is our first one, and you guys go to all the big ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. You interview the celebrities. Hopefully, hopefully this turns a nice profit where we can book some celebrities for the next one. And then all these suites in here, it won't, we'll still have some video game stations set up. But, I want to get some celebrities in here, signing autographs and things like that. So.
Okay. And then your big one be the Uncanny Con. You're taking it up a step further from that one.
Hopefully each one gets bigger.
Okay, that's the goal, man. And that's the goal. Yeah. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we could adjust. So, since you are a video game guy, as I know you to be, tell me, what's your favorite game out now?
Out now. That's the thing. I don't get into too many of the new games. Besides, I get Madden every year, and I like to get the wrestling game every year, but I'm always disappointed in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I know, man.
Them.
I keep falling for it every year, and then they're like, oh, we brought GM mode back.
And it's I want to. So what's your favorite retro game then? It's sad that
Legend of Zelda is my favorite of all time. Me, my dad, and my brother. Real obscure game. Not a lot of people know about it. It's for NES. Penbot. It's just a pinball game.
Okay.
But me, my dad, and my brother used to play the hell out of that when we were kids.
Okay.
And we're actually tomorrow. This is only day 1 of 8-Bit Con. Tomorrow we are doing a Pinbot contest. Literally, and I threw that on the schedule.
He only threw that on there so he can win.
Yeah, well, no, my dad thinks he's going to win, though.
See, so they're stacking the decks against you all. One of them is going to win.
Also, this will be the only contest I'm participating in. Also, me, my dad, and my brother are probably the only 3 people in the building who have played it.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
I got no shame in my game.
So he's putting it out there just so he can win. That's okay. I'm not mad at you.
No, I'm doing it for nostalgia purposes for me and my dad and my brother.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nostalgia purposes that he just so happens to be the number
I also
one.
got an award plaque for it. I can't wait to hang on my wall.
See, you see that? He can't wait to hang it on his wall. Okay.
No, my dad and my brother can both give me a run for my money. Outside of
Yeah, but can't nobody else.
No. I don't even know if anybody else is going to sign up.
I might sign up just to get embarrassed. Just to throw a wrench in y'all players.
It's a pinball game.
Okay, sure. Pinball is hand-eye coordination, man.
Yeah, right. No,
So,
you know, a game. It's we'll give you a practice round.
Oh, practice round. Just to see, he ain't no competition. That's okay. That's okay. So, speaking of video games, Mario just came out. Did you have a chance to watch it?
Oh, my Lord, yeah. So, we was like 2 days after it opened.
Okay.
My nephew, he's running around here somewhere. He's like 11. But I showed up, I didn't ride with him and my brother, but I showed up at the theater dressed as Mario. I surprised him in the parking lot, and he was like embarrassed. He's like, Uncle Noah, what are you doing? We're in public. It's not Halloween. I was like, bro. But then I was like, you know what? 30 years from now, he's going to look back and be like, man, that was cool. That
was cool. Yeah. He's going to tell his kids. I remember when my Uncle Noah dressed up as Mario. Okay. So,
I thought it was great.
Okay, so best video game movie ever now?
I'm trying to think. Definitely, I was about to say Last of Us, but that's not a movie. That's a TV show.
That's a TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got. I can't believe we're saying this so many years later that Mortal Kombat is still original one.
The original Mortal Kombat and the new Mortal Kombat was pretty dope too.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah,
to me, it wasn't better than the original.
Yeah,
though.
well, we were kids in the original. You know what I mean?
I guess.
If you watch both of those right now for the first time, you would say the newer one is better.
You think?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, Kano was so sweet in that.
Kano was sweet. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and the original one, was it rated R?
Yes, the original was rated R.
Then the second one was terrible.
Yeah, we don't even talk about the second one.
Yeah, right.
It's like the prequels. You don't talk about those. I talk about it because I'm a Star Trek fan. Right.
Yeah, he likes Star Trek. He likes DC.
I like the originators. That's why.
Yeah, right.
I don't like duplicators. I like originators.
I feel you. Q knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, no one does too. That's why we click so well.
Yeah. Also, if you scour the depths of the interwebs, you might find an old obscure podcast called Curly and the Q.
Oh my God! Yes.
Me and Q used to work together years ago. We started a Nerdcast. I got my hair pulled back, but I got long curly hair. He's the Q, so yeah, we were Curly and the Q.
Curly and the Q. Oh my God! I remember some of our topics. We talked about. We had this format. We would talk about something current, a comic book, and an old movie.
And then me and you would argue a DC versus a Marvel character. Yep. And we would do an 80s movie review.
And an 80s movie review. I remember we did Commando.
We did a couple Arnold.
We did a couple of honorable Arnold ones.
I remember one of our talking points is I said the original Terminator was a horror movie that was so well done nobody knew it. And
after he fucking broke it down,
It's a horror movie.
Disagree with him.
It's a horror movie that's so well made that nobody even realized it was a horror movie. And it is an action movie too, and a sci-fi movie.
But it's like a horror action. Like if you explain.
Yeah. So he's an unstoppable killer. He's Jason. He's Michael Myers. He's Leatherface, but he's really indestructible. And it's a chase movie. It's it's high tension. It's
literally all the things that you would look for in a Halloween or Friday the 13th.
It's a well-made slasher movie, but he uses guns.
Once he explained it like that, even I was like,
and I wish I had my notes I had all those years ago because I could really break it down for him then.
Listen. So yeah, but look for that. It's on Spotify. It might be on Spotify now because all the Anchor stuff.
I know I can find it out there.
Yeah, all the Anchor stuff is on Spotify now. So. Okay, well, Mario,
it was great. I know a lot of people were like, oh, it lacked like a real plot. I'm like, hey, guess what? That's the plot of Mario.
Right.
Koopa kidnaps the princess and is trying to take over the Mushroom Kingdom. That's the plot of Mario.
Like,
It's,
don't
you know,
try to reinvent the wheel.
Right, yeah, right. Like, you know, yeah, it was great. And, you know, yeah, was it a little bit pandering with all of the references? Yeah, that's what I want out of a video game movie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to enjoy this with my 11-year-old nephew.
Yeah,
you know what
like
I mean?
that's what we want to see.
Right.
Like I feel like movies like Mario and Sonic and even Mortal Kombat are not movies they're for us.
Right, yes.
They're for us.
Yes.
Because we deserved these movies when we were little. And we just not getting them thanks to technology.
Yeah, the kids are getting what they want nowadays.
Yeah, you know, so
like,
we need to get
want
something.
A lot of fan service done nowadays that they just didn't used to do. Like the whole, you know, like the Spider-Man crossover multiverse, Tobey Maguire. That's not something that would have happened.
No.
Even 10 years ago.
Well, you gotta think about it too. We would have had to write letters. So it would have took 3 days just to get to the studio.
right. No
We
angry
just tweet about it.
Right, no angry tweet. You know,
It would have took 3 days to get there.
Right.
Before by that time, they would have made the movie already.
Right, yeah, for sure. Right.
But tell us about your disc golf tournaments.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm an avid disc golfer, have been for almost 10 years now. And, yeah, I just... I started running a little thing with just like 5 of my buddies, really as an excuse to get out of the house and have some fun and have a couple drinks with you know, my friends and just throw some frisbees. And then it grew into, and that was how I ended up in this beautiful facility here. Was our putting league? It started out was what I originally started as. It grew. I needed to find a bigger place. We found this, and now here we are, about 5 years after I came into here, and I'm hosting a convention here, and it's, you know,
that's dope.
So yeah, but I am a certified rules official through the Professional Disc Golf Association. Yes, professional disc golf is a real thing. But I host, and I'm not a professional player at all. I'm not even an accomplished amateur. You know, I like to throw frisbees and I like to be in the woods with my friends.
You're a professional to me because
thank you. I'm on the professional side of things. I'm not a professional player.
Okay.
But yeah, and so yeah, I host, you know, tournaments with real professional disc golf players, you know, men, women, juniors, amateurs.
Okay.
Yeah, and disc golf really exploded during the pandemic. And
yeah, because it was something you could do.
Right,
you
could go out there.
Yeah,
right. It was, you know, it was something you could do and be with your friends and not like violate whatever guidelines. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
when's your next tournament?
Next weekend, actually, and I'm having a hard time now because I had to put this together. I was in a car accident like 2 weeks ago. I actually have a broken back right now. It's not as bad as it sounds. I have a hairline fracture in my 11th vertebrae. But yeah, and
that's as bad as it sounds.
It's not that. I mean, it's 2 weeks. I mean, I was walking that day. Yeah, so me and my brother had to put this together. I have a tournament, and putting it together, a disc golf tournament was not as much as all this. Yeah, next week in Palmer Park in Detroit. Yeah, it's the Detroit Doubles Classic. It is not a PDGA event. It is a doubles tournament that, you know, it's not a strict guidelines or anything like that. You know, it's more fun, casual event, you know, but you still got to play by the rules.
Of course. Okay, cool. So this has been the Q from Comics Man Sci-Fi. I've been here with Noah. Oh, tell us about Sunday.
Yeah, guys, so this is Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow, Sunday, 9 to 4. We have video game contests planned for every hour. We have sorry, there's a lot going on here. We got hourly door prizes. We have a cosplay contest at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Actually, as soon as we're done here, we got to go get this cosplay contest started. So yeah, you guys, yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
So yeah, hey, if this gets, we're live, aren't we?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, hey.
So everybody knows.
Shooting from the hip.
We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Hey, they'll be here. Yeah, be here. 9 o'clock. Doors open at 9 to the public. Cosplay contest too. A lot of cool stuff going on. We have video game contests starting every hour, and yeah.
All right, we'll see you all guys
Q, man,
tomorrow.
It's great to see you. Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
No, thanks for having us.
For
really,
sure.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Going out on Facebook Live first, so that'll be cool. All right. Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I am at 8BitCon at the Lexus Velodrome on Mack Avenue in Detroit. I am here with Yellow Ranger Mandalorian. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine. You won second place in the cosplay contest. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, it's an honor.
Well, you did a fine job. You got all kinds of stuff going on here. Tell me about your costume.
So I'm on a custom Power Ranger page on Facebook, and I saw a member, he had drawn up reference photos of what it could look like if Mandalorian joined up with the Power Rangers. And so I thought, well, I haven't seen any cosplays yet, so why not make my own? And so I took one of those reference ideas and changed it up a little bit and went from there, and here it is. I took some hockey pads, some...
Sorry about that.
All good. Took some knee pads, some old boots I had, old Nerf toys I spray painted. Everything's custom painted.
Okay.
Took me about a month to do.
This looks familiar, but I don't think it's Power Ranger, is it?
It is, yes. It's the actual sword that the White Ranger used in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's a toy replica.
All right, very good. Well, that's excellent. What are you going to build next?
Well, I've been known for doing many mashup Power Rangers. I've done a Detroit Red Wing Power Ranger. I've done this. So I've thought about doing a Detroit Lions Power Ranger. I think that's where we might go next.
All right, very good. You've done a great job. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on second place. It was awesome. You were up against some tough competition.
Yes, it was tough. Definitely tough.
All right, this has been a Bradcast. We'll see you next time.
Can you step aside, Brandon?
Yeah, yeah.
Get a shot of the you want to do any movements or?
Thank you very much. The Bradcast, and I am here with Ghost Rider at the 8BitCon at Lexus Velodrome in Detroit. Mr. Rider, how are you?
I'm good.
You won third place in the cosplay contest. Tell us about your costume.
It's like a.
Yeah, please take it off so you can talk. I don't want you. There you go. Sorry about that. All
It's
right,
like
go ahead.
It's like my mom made this.
Oh, cool. What about the? I mean, this is store bought, but you just put it all together. What made you decide to go Ghost Rider? Are you a fan of Ghost Rider?
Yeah,
You read the books?
yeah,
You've seen the movies too?
yeah.
All right. So what are you going to build next?
maybe Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett. That's going to be an effort with the costume and everything. So this is real nice. Congratulations on the third place win. Hopefully we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. If you want to put your mask back on, then we can let everybody. You can do a little twirl, and everybody can see all the stuff that's going on. It's very nice. Nope, right there. So he's got you on film. And just once around. Now, were you planning on taking this off and moving it, or you're just because on the show he's a little crazy with it, yeah, like so. All right, well, very good, very good. I have those shoes. All right, this has been the Bradcast with Ghost Rider at the 8-Bit Con in Detroit. We'll be right back. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So if you go
Hi guys, this is Samantha with Comics Fear and Sci-Fi, and we are at the 8-Bit Con in Detroit at the Lexus Velodrome. I am here with Allison.
Hey.
So you look super fancy today. Can you tell me a bit why you're dressed up? What are you dressed up as?
Today's cosplay is Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Okay, Street Fighter, awesome. Okay, so yeah, you've got some cool moves here. Is there any other, what's your main reason for being here today? Did you want to just dress up, or what else are you doing?
We're here with Michigan Entertainment and Talent. We're on the job as your friendly neighborhood cosplay people. So you come check us out. We're down there, and we have a bunch of cool flow artists dressed up in cosplay. Got a bunch of cool moves for everybody.
All right, thanks so much, Allison. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, why specifically did you pick to dress up as this? I mean, I really love the high slit up here. That is so fancy. So what made you want to be here today?
The weapon choice. Yeah, we like playing with these guys.
So how much have you practiced before you came here today?
We do a lot of flow arts. This consists of these dance fans and a lot of martial art type weapons. So it kind of plays into the character.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun and like some good exercise too. And be all flashy. I love it. Awesome. I'll say. Boop. All right. Thanks, guys. Okay, well, this is Samantha, Comic Spirit Sci-Fi. We are at the 8-Bit Con in Detroit, the Lexus Velodrome, and I am here with my best friend. I'm just kidding. Well, you're automatically my best friend because you make video games, right?
I've made one video game pretty much. That's about it.
Oh, one darn. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, I've made 0, so you're
Okay.
doing so much better than I am. Well, tell me about the video game. I'm dying to hear about it. I love the box. I mean, it's perfect. It's gorgeous.
It's a shoot 'em up, a shmup for the NES.
Shmup.
I spent about 6 months in development on it, 6+ months, and then like another 6 months doing the packaging. I've been
Okay.
doing web application software development for over 20 years, so the software part came much more natural to me, even though it was a new language.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So, how much time a day did you set aside to do this?
It was full time.
It was full time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did a game jam maybe about 2 years previous, and I spent like about 2 weeks making a demo.
Okay.
And I wanted to learn how to make a PCB because I wanted to get into making like synthesizer modules and guitar pedals. And
Yeah.
my friends are like, well, you should do the NES game, make a PCB for that. And so I ran a
Okay.
Kickstarter, and it got a lot of attention. And so I went all in on actually finishing the game.
All right. You might as well.
Yeah, might as well. And
Yeah.
so it was a pretty big pivot on my roadmap. But, you know, I got a great product, I think.
Yeah,
I'm really happy with it.
Definitely. So what? I guess you said you already had the experience of doing software programs, but what made you be like, oh my gosh, I just want to make my own game. Today's the day I'm going to start. Like, what made you have that ambition?
I've always had an interest in doing something for an 8-bit system. My parents bought a Commodore VIC-20 when I was about 4.
I do
And
not know what that is.
You know what a Commodore 64 is?
No.
Okay, well, Commodore was
honest.
huge in the home computer biz, like back before the PC took over.
Okay.
And it's a pretty primitive machine, but you know, I was 4 years old going on. I partially learned how to read by copying the basic programs out of magazines and books.
Okay.
So
Wow. So you were just destined to make this game. You were destined to do this your whole life.
pretty much, yeah.
It was bound to happen.
It was a bucket list item
Yeah.
for sure.
How cool.
I was pretty fortunate to come into a situation where I could just do it full time for that amount, for that length.
Yeah, because I bet a lot of people just might have that. They want to do it, don't have the time. You happen to have the time. That's perfect. Perfect combo. Well, awesome. So, what? I know this is for the original Nintendo, but what is that your favorite game system? Then is that why you wanted to make it for that?
Pretty much. There's two things. It's definitely my favorite system. It's the one I play the most to this day.
Awesome.
And also there is a sizable homebrew market.
Yeah.
On that console. It's probably probably the best market for aftermarket games. So
True.
it just
true.
made a lot of sense to just go all in on it.
I don't blame you there. That is so fun. I mean, I know that I actually just bought Mario Party 3 for the 64 the other day.
Uh-huh.
I grew up playing Mario Party 2. Well, couldn't find that game. And I have a daughter, and I was like, I just really feel like Nintendo games are such a good start for kids.
Yeah.
They're so much easier to explain instead of jumping them right into like a PS4 or PS5, even though they still can handle that. So I just bought that game. I've been playing, and she kicked my butt, and I was like, no, I should be better at this. But you know what? It was so cool that she was into it.
Yeah.
So to be able to share games, I think just video games are such a good start, a good platform to engage with your family or your kids or whatever, and for conversation.
Yeah.
So you did a good thing. You're bringing more families together now.
Yeah, well, it's a solo game, but
Well, they can sit, but you know what? My daughter likes to just watch people play games though too. Like I'll put a game on, and sometimes she's just like, "Well, I just want to watch you." So that's still okay.
yeah, Twitch is a pretty amazing
Yeah,
thing.
it is, yeah.
Never occurred to me that, oh yeah, I do enjoy just watching people play
Yeah.
games.
Like, oh, that was a stupid move. I would have done something different. Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, yeah, that is so cool. And so, how did you hear about this event today?
A friend of mine brought it to my attention a couple weeks ago, and I'm in Ypsilanti, so it just made sense to come
yeah.
out here and spread the word.
Definitely. So, have you sold many today?
I've sold 4 so far.
Hey,
My
better
goal
than zero.
is 5. for the
Okay.
day, and I'm gonna come back
You are
tomorrow
so
and hope to
close.
sell 2 more. You know.
There you go. There you go. Well, how much are you selling them for?
60.
Yeah, I
Here,
believe
yeah.
it. I mean, it's like your heart and soul poured into
Yeah,
there.
it's if you think about inflation, like the game sold for 35 to 55 in the 80s, and that's about $120 now. So
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I'm still working on fulfilling my Kickstarter order, which is 250 cartridges,
Okay.
and those are almost done. They'll be shipping them next week, hopefully, probably, and then I'll put it up in my web store, and I'm gonna do $70 with free shipping.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, they really are selling so high, but it's right up there with all the other games. I mean, what they're selling for still.
Yeah.
When I was looking for some more games for the 64 on eBay, let me just say, because that was a little cheap, but they're still selling them for like $50, $60 as well.
It's pretty amazing.
And I'm like, I know that the graphics are so horrible, especially on a huge TV now, but it's so worth it to still have that nostalgic feeling.
The retro gaming market is just
It's never
what
gonna
it's done in
stop.
the past 10,
Yeah.
15 years is just like
Oh,
what?
I hope it
remember
never goes away.
going to Funko Land and like, you know, you walk away with a stack of games for $10 or whatever.
Yeah, see, that would be nice. That would be nice. Now it's like, yeah, I think I'll just buy one. I'm good now. Oh gosh. Well, so are you planning on making any other games?
So right now, for this year, I got hired to port another Kickstarter game that they're doing a Nintendo style. It's called Orange Island.
Ooh.
They did their Kickstarter in 2019, and they're finally starting to wrap on the modern platform version, and I'm doing the reverse engineering of that
Oh,
to put it on the
wow.
NES. So it's a pretty big game. It's a lot bigger than this. This is actually only 24 kilobytes, which was the smallest size they ever released Nintendo games at. It's smaller
Oh,
than Super
really?
Mario Brothers.
Oh my gosh, I did not even
And
know.
I decided on that, like, one, because I thought it was funny and maybe a little gimmicky as sale point, but also like it helped me finish the game. I ran
Yeah.
out of space.
Yeah.
I'd
There's
probably
that
still be
factor.
hacking on it, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
Yeah. What was the deciding factor when you were like, okay, well, besides the fact that you ran out of space, were you just like, and it's complete? Like, what made you know that you were done? Didn't want to do anything else?
it's when I finally had 4 bosses and
Okay.
the graphics were 98% full.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough code space to make more enemies, so
Okay. Yeah, all those simple things.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I kind of want to check it out eventually after our little chit chat. I would love to.
well, I got it all
show
set
me-
up at the
yeah, show
booth
me how
over
to do
there.
it. Okay. I'm down. I grabbed one of your free stickers too.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll put it somewhere special.
And the ROM is available for free on itch.io, along with
really?
the PDF of the manual I made.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask you actually, yeah, if I wanted to buy this online, so this is definitely for the viewers as well, where should I go to buy it?
So if you want to buy it direct from me, it's going to be available on my web store at lowblast.com.
Low Blast?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the box.
Gotcha.
That doesn't help you if you don't have it in your hand, though.
Right, so lowblast.com.
But I also
Okay.
have a publisher, Megacat Studios. It's based out of Pittsburgh,
Okay.
and they're selling it for $60 plus shipping. But I think
Okay.
they also have a loose cart if you just want the cartridge for $50.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, I hope everybody heard that. Everybody go buy it so he can at least sell 5 today.
Just need one more today. But
Uh,
I'm feeling good. I've been having fun here, and
That's the
it's a
point.
brand new convention, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
Good, yeah, and that's definitely the point. It's just always have fun and mingle and sell things, and even if you don't sell anything, it's still fun.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me a little bit about what the hours are for tomorrow, for Sunday, the 24th, 23rd, 24th?
As far as I know, it's the
Losing track
same
of my
thing,
days.
like 9 to 4.
23rd. 9 to 4.
Yeah, I originally
Okay.
was only going to do today, but I thought it was going to be like a 10, 12-hour thing,
Okay.
which is what Saturday at conventions usually is. But
always, yeah.
yeah, but
9 to 4
this
isn't
is
too bad.
much more manageable.
Yeah.
I was at Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee a month ago, and I kind of broke myself. So
Oh my gosh! I mean, you could just. It feels like the longest day ever, and then you're starving, and you're just. But you have so much fun. Every time I go to a con, I spend too much money. I buy so many random things, and I'm like, no, why did I do this? But it's always for fun.
I bought a large foam Skeletor sword
Yeah. See, now what are you going to do with that?
I don't know. It's got a nice weight to it. I just kind of like to
Decor.
stand around and
Yeah.
swing
Be
it a
all
little bit.
Powerful.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I
Be a
love
5-year-old.
it. Yes. Sometimes, yeah, you have to. You have to be a kid sometimes. If you don't go down to that fun level, you're missing out on life. I'm glad you got your sword. All right. Well, I think that is it. Thanks
Alrighty.
for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned, actually, for more to come.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I am at 8BitCon at the Lexus Velodrome, and I am here with Mike Parallax. Mike, how are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm actually doing quite well. We are here to highlight Mike's collaboration creation of Pyramid Girl. Pyramid Head?
Yeah, Pyramid Head.
All right, I think I'm hip, but maybe I'm not so hip. At any rate, Pyramid Head, female version, won first place in the 8BitCon first ever cosplay contest. Tell me about your creation, Mike.
Well, I've been a big fan of the Silent Hill series since ever I can remember as a kid growing up. I think the first time I played the first one, I was in 5th grade, and absolutely scared the life out of me and changed my life completely. I was like, wow, what is this? And just been a fan of the macabre and darkness of the whole storyline and everything. And then the second game came along, and the storyline behind that was just so in depth that I was captivated by the storyline of that, and just all the plot twists and everything, and the ominous character, the Pyramid Head, which is like a sort of like entity of the main character's psyche, of like his own like punishment for like his wrongdoings, basically, or a reminder of him. But then the twist of like a kawaii or like a cute version, it makes it a kind of a fun play on it, where it's not as sinister.
I'll tell you, it's from her tip of her toes to the point of her head. Sorry, couldn't help myself. The sword tells the whole story. This is quite the hacking device. I like the blood spatter, and the little heart's a nice touch for the female version. How long did it take you to put this together?
We worked on it over the course of a couple weeks, and we put a lot of hours into it, figuring out prototyping out the dimensions and getting the right sizes down was probably the hardest part for like the actual helmet, and then the swords as well. And I can't really say how many hours.
No, that's a
work into it.
So, well, it looks like there's a lot of work, and this looks like couture. This is custom-made costume part. Also, is your partner responsible for doing that, or is that a collaboration too?
Oh, she definitely put her own touch into this entire costume. That's for sure.
So this is all wood, and this is all wood, and
it's actually foam. It's like a high density foam board, and then painted with several layers, and layered with gesso and wood glue, and primed and sanded and painted. And
you make furniture, Mike, don't you?
Yes, that's right.
How long have you been? I know we talked about this. How long have you been a maker?
Oh, geez, ever since I was a kid, really.
So you told me you studied at CCS too?
That's right. I studied at CCS, sculpture, glass blowing, ceramics, woodworking, all mediums really. I just enjoy working with my hands and building three-dimensionally. Yeah.
So did you put it all down on paper first? You drew it all out? You spec'd out the dimensions? Is this the draft and the final together, or did you make these things a couple times and then come up with a final version?
There was several versions getting the dimensions different. So there's quite a few different versions. I have one myself that I worked on quite a few times, and I wanted the dimensions exact. I want it to be like a true replica of it. And so yeah, we did a few different versions. Yeah.
So the game is paused on the screen, and you're measuring and you're doing proportions, or am I blowing smoke?
No, it was a bit of that. It was a lot of sourcing out the best, images possible. And with that game, it came out so long ago. I believe it was in 2000 or 2002. So the graphics at the time weren't very good. So you had to find like some of the 3D models and everything that people were sourcing, and to actually get the dimensions and the ratio, the proportions correct. And it depends on, each person's body. It's going to be different for each person's body. So, yeah.
Well, it is a work of art, and like I said, coming in first place, admittedly not a huge field, but Miss Pyramid Head stood out, and this is half joke, half serious, head and shoulders above the rest, because she was by far the tallest participant, but it was so clear that you had the most. I think it was the best. I think they chose correctly. Congratulations on the win for the both of you. What's next?
Oh, let's see. I would like to build a costume or cosplay of my character from Destiny 2, a game that I enjoy playing a lot. Yeah, I would say that might be one of the next moves for me personally, but
All right, well, if there's one of these next year, hopefully we'll see what that turns into, and maybe Miss Pyramid Head will be turning the records, and you'll be dressed up and winning the contest.
Absolutely.
Did you want to say hello to the audience, or you just want to be tall, pink, and pretty? You're good. Okay. Well, folks, this is once again the broadcast at the Lexus Velodrome, 8-Bit Con #1, and we will see you again, hopefully soon.
Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I am here with Sam, and we are wrapping up a moderately long but not too long day at the 8-Bit Con. So, Sam, you've been walking around, you've been talking to vendors. What did you think?
I have been. It's actually a really chill atmosphere here. I really like that. No one is hustling, bustling. It's been really nice. Some really interesting people to talk to and look at.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
You interviewed a gentleman that wrote his own
Yes.
Nintendo game.
He created
Did he
his
show
own
you the
game.
game? Did you play it?
I got to play it, Brad.
It
Oh,
looks fantastic. It's reminiscent
so
of a
fun.
lot of games I played in my Ute.
yeah.
Go see the
It was
movie if you
cool.
don't know the reference.
It was really
what did you
cool.
think?
It was fun. It was definitely a button mashing game,
Yeah.
and I kept dying, but it was my first time playing the game.
Yeah.
But I still tried, and I did it again, and I played until I died again. But it's okay. But it was really fun. It was really cool.
Make you
I'm
want to keep
so-
playing it?
It did. I wanted to keep going because I was like, okay, I think I'm getting better and better now, and just how cool to meet the guy, Langley, I believe his name was, that created it. So
Yeah.
that was so neat, and he is such a nice guy too. And we chatted for a while, and he has sold, I think, 5 of his games. So proud of him.
All right, well, that's good.
Today, sorry. I'm sure he sold more besides that.
Yeah, we had a we had a cosplay contest, and we interviewed all the players in the cosplay. There are still some cosplayers here that we will probably talk to tomorrow. If you want to come by, it is I-75 and Mack Avenue, 601 Mack Avenue at the Lexus Velodrome. If you're not sure that you want to stay the whole time for the festivities, bring your bike and do some laps, because when I first came in, there were people zipping by on bikes in their tiny skin-tight, women have yoga pants, men have bike shorts. Still disturbing.
Still,
Just
still
saying.
shouldn't wear that. Yeah.
Also, you can come here and you can play video games. The beauty of this
the
8-Bit
best
Com is to promote the legacy of video games. And there are just in iShot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I saw all kinds of people playing all kinds of games. They have a contest, a duck hunt contest. You want to sign up for that? I don't know what the prizes are.
Probably a duck.
Yeah, probably. There are all kinds of vendors. What did you see? What did you see for vendors downstairs?
Well, besides a lot of the gaming stuff, I actually did speak with this lovely lady. Her name was Luna. She was selling these cute little Pokemon figurines downstairs, and that was really fun. I chatted with her for a little while. Also, some other games. I was looking at some Nintendo 64 games down there, and they're going for about the same price as you can probably find them online. So they're not really actually overpriced at all. If anybody was interested in that, I might go buy a Star Wars game.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, just kind of checked it out. And then what are the times again, Brad, for tomorrow?
9 to
So people
4.
can
Come
check it
down
out?
Sunday, 9 to 4.
Yeah.
If you have a working VHS, there's a guy downstairs that has a box full of vintage, lightly used VHS tapes, and he also has the grab bag of mystery VHS tapes that somebody recorded, and who knows what's on it. I actually happen to have
Ooh,
about
risky.
100 of those in my house. I'm looking to get rid of.
Probably weddings.
Because, yeah, well, I recorded a lot of stuff back in the day when it was actually over broadcast television, because I worked for a living. Not like now where I'm a man of leisure. So at any rate,
Sure.
yeah, everybody come on down. If you wear good cosplay, we will interview you for the show. If
go.
you're wearing a really bad cosplay, we will interview you for
Yes,
the show.
so you have a high chance
Yes,
of being
a
interviewed.
Very high chance.
Come on
Absolutely.
out tomorrow.
We would love to see you, and if you have something really interesting to tell us, or you want to tell us about how Comic Experience Sci-Fi has changed your life, you
Right,
can join
and how
our
we're your favorite
podcast,
people.
because Comic Experience Sci-Fi has changed our life. So why not come
Touche.
and join us? Yeah,
Touche.
see?
I would not be here today if it was not for Comic Experience
How
Sci-Fi.
about that? Or yeah.
I mean, I'd be alive, but I just wouldn't be here physically at the Velodrome in Detroit.
That's right. Also, say hi to Lily for me.
I will.
Tell her there's
She
an air
loves
hockey
you.
table waiting
Yeah.
patiently for a rematch.
She had so much fun.
There you go. All right,
Thanks,
everyone. Hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow, and if not, keep it tuned, and you will be able to watch whatever it is or listen to whatever it is we're doing. And we won't be right back, but we will be back tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.